If you will please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the invocation. Reverend Brothers.
Let us pray. Oh, gracious, glorious Heavenly Father, we come today on such a beautiful day. The sky is blue, the sun is shining, it's so warm, flowers are blooming everywhere. It is a great and glorious day to be alive and to be able to be here and to be about doing the things that are important in life. And Lord, we come this day. We know that with so much going on in this world, this may seem like a small thing, but it can be a very big thing because it impacts people's lives. And so, Lord, we pray for your wisdom upon this council as they seek to guide and direct the direction of the city. We pray for their police department as they're on patrol. Just give them safe travels, and the fire department as they serve, and just look after them as well as city employees. Lord, we thank you always as we attend to these things, but help us always be mindful for things of the soul. For that is as important as anything that we engage in business. Lord, for those in this community that are Catholics, they are struggling with the news of the deceased of the head of their church. And so, Lord, we pray that you just would encourage them and be with them during this time. Thank you now, Lord. I pray and I ask what I do in the name of my Lord and Savior. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Mr. Mizzi, if you'll please take the roll.
All right. Councilman Wurzbacher.
Present.
Councilman Loyd.
Here.
Councilman Schlack.
Present.
Councilman Barr.
Here.
Councilman Valerius.
Here.
Councilwoman Nick.
Here.
Treasurer Estheimer is asked to be excused, and Mayor McLeod.
Here.
We have a quorum, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
Motion, Mayor.
Motion by Mr. Schlack, second by Mr. Loyd. Any corrections or changes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. May I have a motion to approve the minutes from the meeting of April 8th?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Valerius.
Second.
Second by Mr. Wurzbacher. Any corrections? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. We move on to organizational business, and tonight we have some wonderful things to celebrate, and we will start with a proclamation in recognition of Rose Loyd, a retired Allen Park Public School teacher who is going to become one of our many centenarians in Allen Park. In recognition of Rose Loyd, whereas Rose Loyd was born in Prata di Ascendin, I should have practiced, and Sidonia, Italy, on April 27, 1925, and will be honored by family and friends on the occasion of her 100th birthday. And whereas she emigrated to the Downriver area at the age of 12, and despite initially speaking only Italian, graduated from River Rouge High School, where, during her senior year, she worked the afternoon shift at Rouge Steel in support of the war effort. And whereas Rose received a bachelor's degree in early education and a master's degree in special education from Wayne State University, and began her teaching career in Detroit in 1948. And whereas during her teaching career, she instilled in her students the value of civic engagement, encouraging her students to have a voice in democracy by assigning them letter-writing projects to elected officials. And whereas her legacy inspired many who knew her, including her son, granddaughter, and grandson, to follow in her footsteps. Now, therefore, I, Mayor Gail McLeod, on behalf of the City of Allen Park and all of its elected officials, do hereby deem it an honor and pleasure to recognize and congratulate Rose Loyd on reaching 100 years of age. We wish her the very best in the coming year and thank her for her contribution to our community. In witness whereof, I do hereby set my hand and cause the seal of the City of Allen Park, Michigan, be affixed this 22nd day of April, 2025. Rose, if you could please. For our next proclamation, and this is getting to be rather routine. This is a proclamation in recognition of the Allen Park High School cheerleading team winning the 2025 state championship. Whereas on March 1, 2025, the Allen Park High School cheerleading team wins the Michigan High School Athletic Association Division II Competitive Cheer State Championship title for the second straight year, dominating the finale from beginning to end and claiming its fifth D2 title in the last 6 years. And whereas under the leadership of head coach Julie Goodwin and assistant coaches Megan McGill, Carolyn Morris, Jessica Tremonti, Tara Waddell, Faith Ridolfi, Tina Johnson, and Lyric Spears, the 2025 championship is the Jaguars' fifth state title in the last 6 years and their seventh state title, placing them fifth in the state history. And whereas through their hard work, dedication, teamwork, and commitment, the Lady Jaguars brought honor upon themselves, their school, and to the entire Allen Park community. And, excuse me. And whereas the Allen Park City Council recognizes Darren Bailey, Juliana Barrett, Claire Berry, Serenity Batista, Ella Brown, Liliana Carmona, Delilah Cotton, McKenna Cox, Angela Gonzalez, Leslie Hernandez, Peyton Keys, Mariana Lieja Kalila, Liliana Munoz, Kate O'Reilly, Abigail Obricki, Ella Peschke, Sophia Remy, Ava Rice, Isabella Robinette, Annalise Trevino, McKenna Trurin, Samantha Unger, and Peyton Will for their accomplishments, hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Now therefore be it proclaimed that I, Mayor Gail McLeod, on behalf of the City of Allen Park and all of its elected officials, do hereby recognize and congratulate the Allen Park High School Lady Jaguars cheerleading team and coaches for their outstanding achievement in winning the 2025 Division II State Championship. In witness whereof, I have set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Allen Park, Michigan to be affixed this 22nd day of April 2025. Congratulations, ladies. And when we do the next one, I will have you all please come up. But I have one more proclamation to do. And it's kind of associated. This proclamation is honoring Julie Goodwin's achievements in coaching. Whereas Julie Goodwin and her staff led the Allen Park varsity cheer team to their second consecutive state championship in 2025. And whereas Julie Goodwin has led the Allen Park cheer team to 21 consecutive appearances at state finals, including 7 state championships, 10 regional titles, 8 district titles, and 6 league titles while serving as the Allen Park coach. And whereas Julie Goodwin was again named the Michigan High School Athletic Association D2 Coach of the Year in 2025 by her peers, receiving that honor for the 5th time in her career with Allen Park High School. And whereas Coach Goodwin was inducted into the Competitive Cheer Hall of Fame in 2021, as well as being named Coach of the Year that same year, and whereas Coach Goodwin was previously named Coach of the Year twice when the cheer team was not the state champion, is a testament to the high level of her coaching skills and the respect she has earned. Now therefore be it proclaimed that I, Mayor Gail McLeod, on behalf of the City of Allen Park and all of its elected officials, do hereby congratulate Coach Goodwin for again being recognized and appreciated by her peers for coaching excellence. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Allen Park, Michigan to be affixed this 22nd day of April 2025. If you will all please come up, and congratulations to all of you.
You know how to pose. You know how to pose for pictures. Come on. Shorter ones in the front, tall ones in the back.
Now, before everyone leaves, as they are wont to do after these, I will ask if any of the members of council would like to comment to any of our recipients today, and then we will let you escape. So we'll start with Mr. Barr.
I just want to say congratulations to everybody. Rose, it's an achievement. To the cheer team, good going. I like that. Ms. Goodwin, where is she? There. Same thing. Congratulations. You earned it.
Very humbled. We're all very humbled that we can represent our part. This is our home. The backing you get is just unbelievable. The girls will tell you that. And we couldn't be who we were if we didn't have you guys backing us.
To Rose, as a special education teacher myself, thank you for your work in education, and congratulations on 100 years. Amazing. And to the ladies cheer team and their coaches, as a teacher at a competing school, Woodhaven High School, everything you've accomplished is so very impressive, and just congratulations overall.
Yeah, Rose, happy birthday on your 100th on, I think, the 27th. So hopefully you'll be around all your loved ones and, in many years to come, too. And for the cheer team, I was so impressed when I was reading this proclamation. I know, Julie, you've been around for a long time. I just had no idea 21 years and all the accomplishments that you've had. I was just blown away. So congratulations. And Julie, I hope you're not retiring anytime soon. So keep on going. All right, congratulations.
To Ms. Loyd, congratulations, happy birthday. For many, many years to come, I'm so inspired by when I've read that and heard the mayor state, which you did a proclamation of how many people you've inspired. So I'm very glad to hear that. I'm sure that you'll continue to do so. And to the cheer team and Coach Goodwin and all the sporting coaches, congratulations. I mean, I know the mayor said this is beginning to be routine, but hey, I like this routine. Keep it going. Congratulations for many more to come as well. So, thank you.
Hey, so hi. I know a lot of you guys, and I know it's the fun part is collecting the medals and taking the pictures and doing this stuff, but you know, I get to see firsthand all the work and sacrifice that these girls put into it, not just in the season, but year round. And they're, you know, it's when they're complaining about running their 1.5 miles or whatever it is they got to run, but like doing their stunts all year long. You know, just the amount of effort that they put into this. This is the part where they get to reap the glory, but this is like 0.5% of what they put into it. And I'm just very proud, you know, see some of my students that I've had, and I know that we're going to have them back here again soon. And to Coach Goodwin, you know, I've been lucky enough. I coach a sport in the same season as her, and so we've had, you know, a number of interactions over the course of the year, and she just sets such a great example for these kids. And it's not just at the high school. It goes down to our middle school program, which we have coach here as well, to the Bulldogs, that this is truly, like, I mean, many of these girls have been part of Allen Park Cheer for, you know, since they were 5 years old. And this is a culmination of years and years of effort, and that's a testament to Coach Goodwin. And, you know, I see all these coaches that have put all this effort at all these different levels to get to this point, and it's truly amazing. To my grandma, I thank you, Mayor, for doing the proclamation. It means a great deal to me and to my family. A joke that I tell is that when I was a kid, my grandma tried to teach me two things. She tried to teach me penmanship and how to speak Spanish. And I have horrible handwriting and I can't speak Spanish. But that's not true. My grandma actually, she taught me a lot growing up. She taught me the importance of giving back to your community, about what it means to the importance of being a teacher and the ripple effects that go into that. She taught me that family always comes first. And these are the things, these lessons, I think it has inspired my dad to become a teacher, inspired me and my sister to become teachers. But I know that there's countless other people that she inspired throughout her 40 years of teaching in Allen Park Public Schools. One thing that my grandma always said is she always said that teachers are the mothers of all professions, that every other profession goes into becoming a teacher. And, you know, my grandma has, you know, former students that are doctors and lawyers and pastors and, you know, electricians and carpenters and all of these things. And if you go back to them, a lot of them still know how to say the Pledge of Allegiance in Spanish. And a lot of them remember the time that she dragged her desk out into the hallway and dumped it out, and they couldn't find an assignment. And I am very, very grateful to have her as my grandmother, and we are very, very grateful to have her as a member of our community. So, Grandma, I love you. Thank you so much.
Mrs. Loyd, congratulations. I've sat here and listened as to how many people that you inspired throughout your teaching career and in life in general. Evidence of that is, I think it's quite remarkable that not only did you inspire your own son to become a teacher here in Allen Park, but your grandson and granddaughter. That says a lot about you, a lot about your character. The cheer team and Coach Goodwin, I salute you. Like it was alluded to a little earlier by, I think, Dan Loyd was, this did not happen for any of you overnight. It took years and years of hard work, dedication, loyalty, taking the bumps, taking the bruises, and staying with it. And with that, I have nothing but the highest level of respect for you. The community should be, and everybody, I'm sure, is proud of this cheer team.
Thank you. Mike, I don't want to leave you out if you want to say anything.
Miss Loyd, I brought your name up to a lifelong Allen Parker who was born and raised here from the 40s. And when I brought up your name, they're like, I said, did you have Miss Loyd? Oh, she built Lindemann brick by brick. So I haven't had the pleasure. I'm too young to have you, but I did have your son, and my son had your grandson. So it It is an honor. To the cheer team, it's getting old seeing you guys here in the audience. And your sign, you're going to have to add something to your sign at the entrance of the high school, because I don't know if you can fit any more years in there. So with that, thank you guys and congratulations.
I'd just like to thank all of you for being here. I cannot tell you how honored I am to be in this position to be able to do this. You are just wonderful assets to our community. And I know that, and I forgot to mention that we've got one very proud dad sitting at the back of the room also, Mr. O'Reilly. And you know, I don't think people fully understand the time and effort that everyone has to put into what you do. And over the years, it has become more and more apparent to me. And so kudos to you. Keep up the good work. And I'm sure that you will achieve everything in life that you want to. Thank you. And Rose, beautiful. We'll see you again next year. Thank you. If anyone would like to leave now before we proceed with the rest of this council meeting, you may do so.
There they go. And they're off. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, follow that up. Follow that up, Tom.
To wear a clown suit or something. Try to compete. Yeah, Tim is definitely.
He didn't leave anything, which is
It's all on.
because usually he'll
Yeah, usually.
tell me. So apparently things are quiet in the treasurer's department.
So downtime now.
Yeah.
After taxes.
The calm after the storm.
Yeah.
Okay, now we will move on to the city administrator's operational report.
Okay, after that, we got some good news. The APAC parade is Saturday, May 17th. The Memorial Day parade is coming back, and that is being organized by the American Legion Post 419 in Allen Park and the VFW 9283 in Southgate. It's taking place on Sunday, May 18th, the next day. So 2 parades in a weekend. Have the cheer team in it, maybe. The date of the Made in Michigan Festival has been moved to September 12th and 13th due to a conflict with, we found out, the homecoming for Allen Park High School this year. The new Zamboni we ordered a long time ago is expected to arrive within the next couple of months. Congratulations are in order to Officer Locklear and Lieutenant Schreier for 20 years of service, and Zach Kendall, 25 years of service, and Zach Kendall at DPS for his 5-year anniversary is this month. Savone Cement started utility repairs, which is typically water main breaks throughout the winter and sanitary issues. That is the concrete they'll be fixing. Manor Avenue road replacement from Leslie to Maylon is going to potentially be starting the week of May 5th. D'Angelo Brothers started lead line service replacements in the city and plan to finish between 40 and 50 homes before July. Then the better news, the Detroit Lions are donating weight room equipment to our fire department. Thank you.
Thank you. May I have a motion to accept and file the administrator's report?
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Nick.
Second.
Second by Mr. Barr. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is accepted. We will now move on to public comments. All we ask is that you provide your name and the street on which you live. Please do not provide the full address, and keep your comments civil.
Gray button.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yep.
thank you.
Kane Bailey, Philomene. When I was a boy, I'd often spend a lot of time at local businesses in the community. I'd enjoy spending my paperboy money on bouncy balls and those silly bumper stickers at Gags and Gifts. I didn't have a car to put them on, being 10, so I lined my walls with them. I don't think my parents quite enjoyed their unrequested wallpaper. Then I got a little older and started renting video games from Blockbuster, then eventually allergy medicine from Rite Aid. I remember during the street fair one year, I'd purchase a liter of chocolate milk from the dollar store and get $2 menu cheeseburgers, double cheeseburgers from McDonald's. My friends and I would go to the dollar show to escape the heat each day and watch Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. I'd sneak my chocolate milk cheeseburger combo into the theaters. Sorry, MGR. It was an opportune location for the community, right next to the neighborhood, and it was a community staple for a lot of my life. Those silly memories I'll never forget. Sadly, the majority of these businesses are gone. The only business left is the McDonald's, but unfortunately, I can't get dollar menu double cheeseburgers anymore. That location used to have a sign saying Allen Park Business District, up until a few years ago when someone crashed into the brick wall and destroyed the sign. I think it was planned to fix the sign, but it never was. Now it's being proposed to be replaced with a sheet sign and gas price sign. One less Allen Park signage denoting our city as our city. Sheets has made their proposal for that parcel of land. They are preying on the dilapidated complex and our economic vulnerabilities. For our city to jump at the thought of changing our rules to allow its development. This concerns me. It's in their proposal, they're requesting 3 ordinance variances. Fuel capacity, proximity to another gas station, there are 2 within 500 feet, and its driveway size. Additionally, they want to rezone it out of the central business district. Is this why our Allen Park Business District sign wasn't fixed in the last 2 years? I'm not sure. I'm excited to see the changes to the former dollar show. I'd love to see that become a community hub for our city. There's another ordinance for proximity of gas stations to places of gathering. Will our city have to ask for variance for itself to create this community hub? Will Sheets try to undermine this ordinance as well? Are we so eager to disavow our laws for some corporation? They don't care about our community, they care about themselves and their investors. They see this as an opportune spot to continue expanding their enterprise. They plan on opening 50 to 60 in the next 5 years in Michigan alone. We're just another data point for them at our downtown gateway. We've been bamboozled by charlatans before. Don't forget who you're really here to represent. Please vote community before corporation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Paula Long, and I live on May Street. I have a similar feeling about the gas station that's proposed with the combination restaurant. I feel it's a very inappropriate location. Anybody living adjacent to that space will not be happy with what is developed there. This is a bedroom community. We have places if you want to put a gas station along Southfield that can be developed and be appropriate for the traffic that will come. Any business that's open the number of hours that's being proposed will be disruptive to the lives of the people anywhere near it. I ask you to vote no. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Claire McNally Bailey. I had a prepared speech, but he said a bunch of stuff that I was going to say. So there was a planning commission meeting on March 6th where they were going to decide if they were going to remove the word remove from the 40,000 gallon gas capacity limit for gas stations at Allen Park. Several people were alerted, went to the planning commission meeting, and spoke their ideas and concerns. The city planner was very vague on who and why this recommendation was recommended. These changes were recommended. Well, now we find out with the site plan that Sheets is a gas station that wants to move into and rezone the Southfield property, and they want 78,000 gallons of gas, which is almost twice the amount of the current ordinance of no more than 40,000 gallons. Furthermore, the commission's discussions were that There's going to be something going there, but it's going to be at the corner of Park Avenue in Southfield. The Planning Commission luckily tabled this text amendment saying remove the 40,000 gallons after listening to over 15 people questioning the disastrous text amendment change. Fast forward, she submitted a business plan proposal that would include needing major variances. Per the law, only local property owners within 300 feet got the letters informing them of the 2 public hearings for the major variance changes. Planning Commission meeting is May 1st at 7 o'clock, and there is a request to change the zoning from C5 Central Business District to C5 District. What does this mean? The developer wants to rezone 15111 Southfield rezones to allow a 24-hour drive-through indoor-outdoor dining area with massive gas station and convenience store less than 50 feet from the residential area. This property is zoned for retail, not a gas station. The Planning Commission is currently involved in doing a master plan, which has to be voted on by the City Council. No current changes should be allowed until the master plan is actually voted on by the City Council. You guys are our elected officials. The second meeting has already been set for May 7th at 7 o'clock for the Zoning Board, and they want to change a lot of stuff. One, they want 2 36-foot wide driveways, one of which is on Park Avenue. So you're driving down Park Avenue and you turn into Sheets, which destroys downtown Park Avenue district. Another one is they want 78,000 gallons of gasoline on that property. And then they want to allow the new gas station to be built right next to the residential area downtown district, less than 200 feet from the current gas station. The law is no less than 500 feet. I would encourage the citizens to go to the city website and read over the proposed site. It is way worse than I thought for the residents and businesses. Sheets belongs in a non-residential area. They belong off the expressways. There's going to be one built on Eureka in 75, there's going to be one at I-94 in Middlebelt, and there's already one at Vining off of I-94. I encourage this developer and for Allen Park to ask this developer to zone it as a retail area. We need retail. We need places for citizens to come and shop and enjoy their life. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Bridget. I also live on Philomene Boulevard. I just wanted to make a few comments as to some of my friends and neighbors here, voicing my concern about this proposal that is on the table for a Sheets to come on to Southfield and Park Avenue. I read an article online today that was basically a gleaming basically a sales pitch from the mayor of Romulus, letting all the towns know that Sheets is just the best and their interests are aligned with yours. Well, in looking over their site plan, it was clear to see that there weren't really any interests considered in their development plan other than what would be the best for them. Starting with the entrance off of Park Avenue, which to me would be a complete nightmare disaster. You would have traffic coming from Allen Road, cutting down White Street, Garfield, all the streets onto Park Avenue to shoot into the driveway off of Park Avenue. This is a quaint little business district that we had here. And if we let this conglomerate come in and take it over, it's going to change the face of our city. The other thing is, you know, we have gas stations on every corner. I think I counted 15 within a mile and a half, 12 of which being less than that. So my concern is that, you know, personally me, I haven't had to wait for line and gas in the city of Allen Park ever, I don't think. I think I just pull up to the pump and get my gas. So when somebody said there was a report that we could use another gas station here, you know, you let them come in with 78,000 gallons and they can underbid their gas price and put Marathon and Citgo and maybe some of the others out of the business. Now we have empty corners. It's like a game of whack-a-mole. I just really wonder if all these things are being considered the holistic package here of what's really best for our residents and not just the few people that live on the street behind, everybody, the whole neighborhood behind there, our city, and the businesses that have been loyal to our city for many, many years that are operating across the street and on the other corner. And so I hope these things are considered when things get down to brass nails here. Thank you.
Good evening, City Council, Mayor Rima Gussenquant. I want to thank you for last meeting to granting the citizens an extra minute. So I won't be asking for that for no more. What I'm going to ask right now is, I've looked at a number of cities around us and looked at their permits for the citywide garage sales. They don't charge nothing. Not only that is, the city of Lincoln Park has 2 of them. They don't charge nothing for the citywide garage sale. They charge for the regular ones during the year, but I'm asking right now, when it comes to the citywide garage sale, we do not need to go ahead and charge our citizens that extra money. For some in your mind might say $10 is nothing, but for some of them, $10 is a lot right now, especially what's happening within our times right now. So I'm just going to ask for that to go ahead and to look in the possibility of just eliminating the $10. But with that, I want to really want to, Dan Loyd, your grandma. A lot of people don't understand a lot of things. She's an immigrant. I want you all to keep that in mind. Out of her and her husband, how large is your family now?
She's got
27 grandkids. And you're going to keep on having children. And you're going to keep on growing that name. That's what happens with us within the United States of America. That is the reason why we are here. We are all true immigrants. I am too. I'm a proud son from an immigrant. And I don't know how large our family is, but it's quite large. But you know what? A lot of them have passed on too. So what your grandma has done is a fantabulous thing. Just keep in mind who we are and what's happening now. My dad, my parents, and my dad's siblings came from Czechoslovakia when the Russians were coming in with their tanks. I know what communism is about. I still got family there, and we all do, even the ones that behind me. We are true immigrants, and don't let that, be proud of that. I will tell anyone that. I'm a proud immigrant. And with that, thank you very much that we have the right now to come up here and talk. And sometimes it doesn't have to be business. It's just about the community and what we stand for. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Ray.
Good evening. Charles Thompson, Ruth Street. I feel moved to say something after reading what I could online last night about the Sheets proposal. I didn't understand a lot of it. A lot of it seemed vague. Frankly, seemed like there was a lot of rule bending to make it easier for them to come in. Is this a good deal for Sheets? Yeah, I guess so, or they wouldn't be doing it. Is it a good deal for Allen Park? Well, that remains to be seen. Is it a good deal for the citizens of Allen Park? Well, I'm a citizen of Allen Park, and I don't think so. I mean, I'm an old man now. You know, do I need another, well, in Florida, what are they, WA? There was a bunch of them similar down there in Florida. God, the thought of one of those things down there at the end of Allen Road just kind of gives me the chills. Anyway, I'll just cut it short. Again, thank you very much. And I'd like to go on record as saying I just really don't think this is a good idea. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
If no one else is coming up, I will close the public comments, and we will move on to the consent agenda. Before I do, though, there's a lot of valid comments that were made tonight, and I encourage the individuals to please attend the Planning Commission meeting, because that's where the process starts. At this point, council has no say in it. It goes to planning first and then commission. So I encourage you to attend those Planning Commission meetings and the ZBA meetings. That's where your voice needs to be heard. Thank you. Now, may I have a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda, which I should read first, which is purchasing actions, claims and accounts in the payroll report, and licenses and permits. We have a parade permit for the APAC parade on Saturday, May 17th at 9 a.m. We have a parade permit for the Memorial Day parade on Sunday, May 18th, which starts at 3 p.m. And we have a canvasser's solicitor's permit for the VFW Post 9283 annual Buddy Poppy sale at various intersections on May 1st through the 3rd. All fees are waived. May I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Valerius. Mr. Barr. You guys are,
Second.
second by, thank you. Motion by Mr. Barr, second by Mr. Valerius. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Resolutions. Resolution 1 is to approve the agreement with All American Arena for the replacement and reinstallation of safety netting. Well, we have in the amount, but not where. For safety netting in the ice arena in the amount of $10,380 with funds from account 101-771-931-000. Motion, please.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Valerius.
Second.
Second by Mr. Loyd. Somebody want to come up and tell us about the netting?
Good evening, Council and Mayor. The netting is the safety netting that it encompasses the entire, from the glass up, about 13 feet. We saved a few dollars because we told the All-American that we would do it ourselves, the demolition, but we're only demoing, we're getting rid of all the zip ties that have kept it together for the last 3 years. So Kyle's done a great job negotiating with All-American. They also participate in our source well, which you well know it's not really a negotiated price with all agencies or municipalities. So we're looking forward to timing this out, though, with the closure of the ice Mother's Day weekend, and then cleaning the entire glass, the boards. We've got to do some timing of this to be installed. So it's kind of a moving target until we can get on their agenda as far as the completion of it. But it will be done before we open back up about mid-August of '25. And
It's in the memo, but that netting is 20 years old.
It's the original netting when the rink was expanded, yeah. And that should be probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, until we look at HVAC problems down the road, our last completion of the renovation that we've done in that rink in the last 3 years. So.
Does anyone have any questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution 2 is to accept the Festivities Commission's funds in an amount not to exceed $26,000 and approve the expenditure for the renovation of the Millward Rotary Park picnic shelter area with the work to be performed by our current contractor, Savoni Cement. May I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Schlack, second by Mr. Loyd, and a chorus of others.
The Rob Show.
There you
The
go.
Rob Show.
There you go. So Festivities, we attended their meeting, AKA the Street Fair Committee. We attended their meeting about a month ago and put in front of them the opportunity to redo the surface at Millward Park. If you're familiar with Millward, it's down Crescent, Promenade. So the reason we needed to look at that shelter is we took it off from being rented this summer. We got a lot of activity, but we've had to do with DPS, we've had to battle a little bit of the transitions. And it got to the point where demolition is gonna be key. We have it closed down through May 17th it's not a guarantee, of course, weather permitting, like any project that's outside. Savoni Cement should be able to complete this by the time we were able to reopen it May 17th for usage by the public. We also added a walkway from the parking lot to the walking path, and then from the walking path, another ADA compliant walkway to the shelter, which won't impede any of the trees. We won't have to damage or take down any of them. So it's just gonna add an additional avenue for somebody to get there who needs some access to it with an aid and or just any physical issues that they don't have an aid, but still to make it easier to walk through that area. So, and they did go up to the 26,000. The original bid was just around 24 and some change, 24,000. But they were kind enough, just in case we tear off the Band-Aid over there and we run into some other issues, that we shouldn't, but again, as you guys all will know, a little bit of contingency plan is effective. So they were kind enough to put that in front of us about a month ago. That's why we're coming in front of you, just to acknowledge the fact that they would like to do this repair on behalf of the city. Just happens to be in our park.
Thank you. Are there any comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved. Thank you. Resolution 3 is to approve the closure of Allen Road between Southfield and Roosevelt Avenue for the annual Allen Park Street Fair starting at 7 a.m. on Thursday, July 31st, and it will reopen on Sunday, August 3rd at 7 a.m. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Barr.
Second.
Second by Ms. Nick. I think everyone's familiar with this. It's the annual first weekend in August. It's been going on for 42 years. And does anyone have any comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution 4 is to request the city clerk to apply for the beer and wine license through the state of Michigan for the Allen Park Street Fair, August 1st and 2nd. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Mr.
Second.
Valerius.
It's beer.
Second by Mr. Barr. Are there any questions? Again, this is routine for this event. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Because we will be going into a closed session, we are going to have council comments at this time in case everyone does not want to hang around to hear us afterwards. Also, at this time, they are recorded. If we came out after the closed session, they would not be recorded. So this evening, I will start with Mr. Mizzi.
All right, just want to remind everybody that May 6th, not everybody, precinct 16 in the Southgate School District, I should say. If you are off in the Southgate School District, you have a special election, and it's for 3 proposals. So I want to remind everybody there will be no 9-day, but you can get an absentee ballot, and the precinct that'll be open is your regular Church of the Nazarene at Reek and Goddard. Polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and please get out there and vote. And other than that, thank you all for coming out. God bless you and good night.
Thank you. Mr. Schlack.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, a lot's been said already, so I won't be the dead horse, but saying congratulations again to all. I definitely wanted to say, brought up when we prayed earlier today, but I'd like to say again, moment of silence for the Holy Father, Pope Francis. and also the horrific incident that happened last Tuesday following our meeting that happened in Allen Park. So those two incidents, I'd like at least a moment for that. Thank you. Also want to say congratulations to our officers reaching 25 years of service. That's quite the honor to read that and to hear all the other good things that are going to be happening in our community going forward as the year continues. Before we meet again, today is Earth Day, and I wanted to say that this Saturday will be Good Neighbor Saturday presented by the Beautification Commission. Will be held, well, we're meeting up in the parking lot on Park at 10 o'clock, and that will go to 10 to noon. So if you have some time to spend, please come out. I believe the DDA is supporting that event with food. So if nonetheless, come out for the food, but most definitely come out and help clean up your community. Also, before we meet again, on May 11th is Mother's Day. So I want to wish everyone a very happy Mother's Day. My wife and all those that are in Allen Park and beyond, it's a special time to get together with those that we love. So with that up, I yield. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Loyd.
First, I want to thank our festivities committee. They've stepped up a number of times to help us out with a number of projects around the city. This just being one of them. Under Chief Egan, they got some flock cameras for us. They've always been, I believe that they helped purchase new firearms as well. So they've always been willing to help out the city when we come to them. So that is hugely appreciative. With that, I just want to, because we just got this, the new rendering for it, in a very similar light, be a big thanks to the DDA. You might, around the city, see like the little sandwich boards out in front of various buildings around town that are showing that these are DDA projects, upfronting the storefront. But a lot of citizens might not realize that that extends further than just that. They've repaved a number of alleyways for us. They've committed a lot of, there are parks, including the former Dollar Show Theater, which was area which was mentioned. They will be commissioning a brand new mural. And so it's organizations like the DDA, the Festivities Committee that step up and help out in those times that are incredibly helpful, and not just helpful, just make this the city that they are. So just a big thanks to the Festivities Committee, the DDA for all they do to help make this a great place to live and are continuing to invest in our city. I just have to say real quick, one, I appreciate everybody that came up to speak on sheets. As the mayor mentioned, this is, the process is coming to the Planning Commission. I'm sure we're gonna have a lively meeting next Thursday. And I look forward to it. And I think that everybody has brought up a lot of very valid concerns. So just make sure you speak to your neighbors. We are only at the beginning of this process. So just making sure that I'm glad that you came here and voiced that, but it's just going to be even that much more important that you'll be at the Planning Commission next Thursday, because that's where that initial step is. So thank you so much for coming out, and I appreciate that. Finally, I want to say big thanks to Ray. Always provides some insightful comments, and I am a very proud second-generation American. My dad was a very proud first-generation American. You know, and I mean, just talking with Mr. Mizzy, the son of immigrants from Scotland, and I know I've talked to Chief Egan about that, being the son of an immigrant as well. It's something that this country was founded on, and I was just, it's something I teach in my APHS history class. My grandma came here in 1937. My grandpa was already working here in the 1920s. In 1927, the United States executed Sacco and Vanzetti, two Italian immigrants. Sacco was most likely guilty. Vanzetti was most likely innocent. It was, when they came here, there was a lot of oppression against Italian Americans. There was a lot of oppression against Eastern Europeans, I'm sure, when your family immigrated here. So it's important to remember that is, I'm incredibly proud of my grandma. She's a proud Italian American. Her whole family went through and got their citizenship, and just very thankful that they did. That they came here and gave my dad and myself a better life. So thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night, and I yield.
Thank you. Mr. Wurzbacher.
I would like to thank everybody for coming out, and most importantly, the ones who have stepped forward and let us all know how you feel and what you think. And I listened to each and every one of you. We're residents too, and it does matter. It truly matters to all of us. Last night, I attended a historical commission meeting, and you know, I always try to find the good things in life and the good things in the city. And at the historical commission meeting last night, it was something. They were running on all 8 cylinders. They're just popping ideas off one another, and the place was electric. I was dead tired when I went there, and it was like a 2.5-hour meeting. I had worked all day, and I go there, and I came home last night, and I was wired up. I'm ready to start running laps around the walls, okay? I would also like to mention on June 19th, the Allen Park Citizen Civic Fund, we're changing up our annual event that we hold yearly at the Ice Arena. Previously, it was known as the Pizza, Beer, and Wine Tasting Event. This year, it's called TAP 25 for Taste of Allen Park. We've expanded. We're still going to have our fine pizzerias participating this year. We're going to have a nice selection of beer and wine for tasting, but we've also including some of our Mexican restaurants, and the Pink Garlic, it is participating, Detroit Wing Company, and a host of others. So we're going to have some great silent auction items and raffle items, and with the Allen Park Citizen Civic Fund being a civic organization, everything we do, those funds go right back into the city, whether it be through the Parks and Rec or the library or police department, fire department, you know, in some small ways, you know, we try to contribute. I would also like to point out that I walk around the community. I'm not out there snooping around or anything. I just walk for health, and I walk around our parks and our neighborhoods, and it just blows me away that the amount of how things have changed for the better since last fall, before the snow started flying. I'm out walking around. I see people have changed the facades of their homes. The facades that Dan mentioned that is going on with the DDA. I mean, this town is rocking in so many ways. The parks. I've been to Real Park, and I've been to Community Park, and using their walking paths. And I tell you what, they've cleaned up all the brush along the fence lines and everything, and they look like brand new parks. They really do. My hat's off to the Parks and Rec. I come from private sector business, and things move like that. Here, it's different. You got to go through all these processes, and believe me, I'm trying to learn them, but you know, I want to hit the button now. You know? But with that, thank you everybody for coming out, and take care.
Thank you. Ms. Nick?
Yeah, so we're talking about Parks and Recs. I wanted to thank Kyle and Rob. You guys have done an amazing job with that ice arena. Working there and walking in after, you know, quite a while, I didn't even know I was in the same rink. And thank God you got rid of those wooden benches. I was always afraid to walk on those. So it just looks amazing. And then talking about the historical, I was there too, and yeah, 2.5 hours, and they were just coming up with ideas. So to let everybody know, I know their garage sale isn't until the end of June, but they have already sold half of the arena with tables. So if you are interested, you can come up here, fill out an application right here at City Hall, pay them, they'll give you a receipt, and hopefully we'll get that other half filled pretty quick. So, and then also about the Memorial Day Parade, I just want to give some shout outs to the American Legion, the VFW. The Knights of Columbus have stepped up, so right after the parade, they're going to be giving hot dogs, pop, and chips to everybody there. They're also going to have Steve the Balloon Guy, I'm sure everybody kind of knows him. They're going to have 2 face painters that will help paint the kids' faces with patriotic symbols. There's a young girl that's gonna be there. She's been in events in our city. She does like glitter painting, so they're gonna be there. The American Legion is gonna have flags for everybody so that we can line up the sides of the streets and everybody will have flags to wave. So most of all, I'd like to thank Chris Egan. He was the one that kind of started this, came up with it. We were getting a lot of people wanting to do something, and he came up with this idea, and he has helped promote it. He's gone to a lot of the different organizations and helped out, so I just want to give some shout outs to everybody. The Rotary too has stepped up, so I think it's going to be a really good event coming back. So, and that is it. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Mr. Valerius.
I just wanted to thank everyone as well for coming up and speaking to us. We hear you, we listen to you. Again, like Mr. Loyd said, the May 1st meeting is going to be very spirited. I'm hoping to attend, even though as a resident, I've been a resident of Allen Park for 26 years. And again, everything that happens in the city is of concern to me. Was before I ran for council, and it will continue to be far after I'm done sitting up here. So appreciate all the people that came up and spoke. Just kind of wanted to reiterate what Dan had said. On my way in to the meeting today, I drove by the old theater parking, the theater project or the theater site. I saw the picnic tables out there. They're already out there sitting. The grass is looking good. We received preliminary mural design. I think things are going to start happening there finally. And I'm looking forward to that, as well as I think a lot of residents are looking forward to that as well. So again, I just wanted to thank everyone for their time tonight. Thanks for coming out. I yield.
Thank you. Mr. Barr.
I want to say something that my predecessor, Dennis, said. Ditto on everything. I really can't add much more to it than that. I do have two things. Please heed whenever there is a weather warning. I have a piece of property out of state, and I was affected. That's why I wasn't here last time. Tornado damage. It's not bad, but the house is fine. So please, whenever there is a tornado warning, please seek cover. Also, May is Motorcycle Awareness Month. Several of us here have either are riders or know people who ride. Please, if you're an automobile driver, look out for us, and we will look out for you. All right? Other than that, I yield.
Thank you. I'm going to say a few things before I get into something a little more serious. Thank you, Ray, for mentioning about the immigrants. Except for the Native Americans, we're all descended from immigrants. And all of my grandparents came from Italy. My dad was the first one to graduate from high school in his family, and made it very clear to my sister and I that we were going to be well educated. That was a thing with them. I am very thankful for the parents I had and for my grandparents. Strong work ethics taught me many, many things. I'm going to get into something a little more serious. We've had such a joyful thing. And last council meeting, Mr. Wurzbacher referenced people breezing through stop signs and stoplights. And I commented on that myself. And as I drive around, I mean, see people blatantly, not even slowing down, rolling through stop signs. We had our last meeting here on the 8th. And on the 9th, an accident occurred in Allen Park. And I'm going to pull out some pictures for you because this is very disturbing and emotional to me. You may not be able to see this. I was thinking of getting it blown up. I will be more than happy to share. This is a picture of an accident scene. On Ecorse Road by Pelham. It occurred because someone ran a red light. 2 people died in this accident. I am told that the red light was red for 5 seconds. That might not seem like a lot, but count off 1001, 1002. See how far you can walk. See how far you can drive a vehicle. Think about how long that light was red before someone went through it. Think about how long it was yellow. And they could have stopped. And they should have stopped. But they didn't. Unfortunately, I want people to look at this picture too. Because tonight we celebrated someone turning 100. And I want you to see someone who will not reach 21. This young lady died because someone had to run a red light. 20 years old. She won't see 100, she won't see 21. And if you didn't see her obituary, I'm going to read part of it for you. Because maybe you don't run red lights, but please talk to all your friends, relatives, neighbors, I don't care, and pound into them the importance of stopping. Morgan Gibson of Allen Park passed away April 9, 2025. Beloved daughter of Michael and Gina Gibson, loving sister of Dylan and Wyatt, cherished granddaughter of Dennis and Lydia Gallo and Rita Gibson, dear niece of Al Gibson, Andy Gibson, and Debbie Gibson. She is survived by many cousins, friends, and other loving family members. Morgan was on track to do great things. She was in her 3rd year at Wayne State University studying neuroscience. She was busy working 2 jobs to fund a mission trip to Guatemala. She absolutely adored her brothers. She was very close with Dylan and doted over Wyatt. Please, people. With that, I ask for a motion to go into closed session.
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Nick, second by Mr. Valerius. Roll call vote, please.
Madam Mayor, I have a motion by Councilwoman Nick, supported by Councilman Valerius, to convene into closed session for the purpose of labor negotiation MOU with the Allen Park Firefighters, IAF, Local 1410, as permitted under MCL 15.268, subsection C. Shall we convene? Councilman Barr?
Yes.
Councilwoman Nick?
Yes.
Councilman Loyd?
Yes.
Mayor McLeod?
Yes.
Councilman Schlatt?
Yes.
Councilman Valerius?
Yes.
And Councilman Wurzbacher?
Yes.
We shall convene.
Thank you.